Welcome back. All right, so this one was going to overtime, and then it didn't. This was a game that was very close. I think Florida played a very good game. I think they could use a power play goal. I'm just going to say. That being said, this game in the books, and so Florida has to win a game in Tampa, or their season's going to be over early, and then I could do a President's Trophy video if that is to actually happen. So it's Vasilevsky versus Bobrovsky. We know this matchup. We know this matchup from last playoffs. And honestly, we haven't seen the fights in this series. We also, I think, have seen really good goaltending by both netminders. Verhage in the lineup. The pushing starts early. Perry, of course, is in the middle of that. Lomberg's in the middle of it, because, of course. Forsling has a shot blocked. The Panthers press. The next Forsling blast was saved. So Forsling gets off to a good start. There's shoving after a hold by Vasilevsky. Palat with a rush chance that was blocked out. Ekblad gets knocked down. The fans wanted a call. The fans wanted a lot of calls. If the Florida fans got every call they wanted, I think they would have had 28 power plays. I think. So, anyways, Lomberg hits the side of the net. The Bolts clear it out. Barkov gets knocked down. As another, the fans wanted a call. Ref is then told that he sucks. The shots are 4-0 for the Panthers at 5.5 minutes. Again, Florida came out and played really well. And the first 40 minutes of this game, I thought Florida was the better team. So Maroon's denied on a 2-on-1, and then the Bolts press. Cirelli has a rush chance that's saved. Fast game. The last game, there was a lot of stoppages. There was a lot of special teams, and it was kind of slow. This one was much faster, much better pace to this game, good flow. Verhage has a net drive that's defended. 25 hits in the first 9.5 minutes of this game. No, it didn't stay at that pace because it can't, because everybody will just break every bone. But anyways, yeah, so that doesn't happen, which is kind of, like, think about it. That'd be 150 hits in a game in 60 minutes. Approximately, a little bit above that. Be absolutely insane. Puck hits Sergachev in the face. The Bolts get a power play. This is where I want to point this out, and I want to see if anybody else is going. So, on the Canadian side of the border, you get like 4 commercials. You get 4 commercials repeated ad nauseum. The fact that the Jeep commercial and the Hyundai commercial use the same song, to me, is A, a little lazy, and B, it's tough because you're like, okay, I just heard that song in the... Why don't you guys have different... I even looked it up yesterday. Like, does Jeep and Hyundai, are they... No, there's no relation between them. So, no idea. Anyways, on the power play, Tampa scores. So, Perry scores from Stamkos and Hedman at 12:06. It was a good cycle, and it was tipped in. So the Bolts get the power play, and they had the commercial break to set it up, and it helped. I'm actually kind of surprised we don't see that more often. Bolts then press for another. It'd be interesting to see a stat on that. That when a power play is called and then they get a commercial break where they can set things up, is it more likely to be successful, right? So the Bolts press for another. Maroon throws a big hit on Verhage. Achari then had a net feed that was defended. Bogosian has a chance to deflect out. The Panthers press with 4.5 minutes left. There was strong defense by the Bolts throughout this game. And the forwards coming back to play defense, the tight checking. The most inspirational thing of this game is the fearless shot blocking by star players for Tampa. Bogosian has a chance to deflect out. The Panthers press with 4.5 minutes left. Oh, I already said that. Cirelli and Duclair get pushy in front of the net. Hagel has a blast that's kicked aside. In the last minute, there's a press by the Panthers. And Chernak takes a puck to the face. The Bolts, down to 4 defensemen at that point. They would get Sergachev back to start the second. Chernak would return as well. But, yeah, taking pucks to the face. 2 defensemen the same night. Paul has a rush chance that's saved. Killorn has a shot that's held. Sherratt with a net feed, that won't go. But the Panthers do press after that. Ekblad has 2 chances that are saved, and then the Bolts clear it out. So Vasilevsky continues this resurgence we've seen since Game 7 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Panthers get a power play, 0 for 21 in the playoffs. The funny thing is that that I think it was Greg Millen said they were 0 for 21 in the series. And I thought, wow, if you're 0 for 21 and you've played one game in a series, the ref you suck should probably be directed towards your team getting the power play. So anyways, Bolts don't let them set it up. It cycles at the end, but it's killed off. There's just the one shot, and we get some booing from the Florida crowd who are getting just frustrated. Shoot the puck. Shoot the puck. You can just feel it. That shoot the puck is what they're thinking, and there's a little bit too much of the cycling going on. Panthers press at 5 minutes, but can't get to the net. Chernak returns at this point. And yes, Bogosian hits the outside of the net on a rush. Giroux then had a shot that's tipped wide. Belmar has a chance that's held. There's a net feed to Bennett. That was defended and kept away from the net. The fans are getting really restless at this point. This is a Florida crowd that watched their team lose game 1. They're seeing them down 1-0 in game 2. This is a team that had a fantastic home record during the regular season. And now in the playoffs, it's not there. So Montour has a net drive that's saved. Right, I haven't said that part yet. Because the Panthers get a power play. The Tampa Bay Lightning then had a shorthanded rush by Killorn. That was held. Verhaeghe has a shot that's tipped wide. Giroux's denied. The Panthers cycle. That power play is killed off. Just the one shot allowed. So Montour then had a net drive that was saved. Teams exchange rushes. The Panthers take a penalty. They're the Panthers with a penalty during a press by the Bolts. Kucherov has a shot that's held. Stamkos has a chance to deflect high. There was a shorthanded rush by Achari. That kills some time for them, and the Panthers do kill it off. Forsling's then denied on a cross-ice setup, but during that same shift, Luostarinen ties the game with his first career playoff goal from Forsling and Giroux at 18:07. So Vasi nearly saved it, and it trickles in. It's one of those rare goals in this series that's gone through Vasilevsky. Panthers then look for the lead, probably sensing a little bit of weakness. And then with 46.9 seconds left, they get their third power play of the second period. So, shorthanded Paul Rush is deflected high. Huberdeau's denied. Barkov, he has an opportunity that's blocked just before the horn. So it's a good-looking power play. It rolls over into the third period. In the third, Duclair's denied. The Bolts finish off the kill. It's a better power play. We still don't have a goal for that Florida Panther power play in the playoffs. Bennett's denied. Vasi lost the puck, and Hornqvist almost but doesn't quite bury it. So it was at his feet. He just couldn't find it. More pressure by the Panthers. Chernak shot blocking, considering he's already taken a puck to the face in this game. Again, just fearless. Stamkos takes a puck to the hand. He's been getting hit by shots the whole game. He took one off the foot. He took one off the ankle. And so he exits. He would come back. Refs told he sucks again, because sure. More shot blocks by Tampa. More hobbled Tampa Bay Lightning members. In fact, Hagel is exiting as Stamkos is coming back to the bench. So Hagel gets shaken up on a shot block. He's leaving, and Stammer's like, yeah, all right, I'll be waiting for you on the bench. Come on back. No, I hope you're coming back. So Duclair has a net drive that won't go. Sherrod has a chance that's saved. Hagel does return pretty quickly after that. The shots are 6-1 for the Panthers at 6.5 minutes. Reinhart blasts one high on a rush. McDonough then blasts one wide. Then there's too many Panthers on the ice, and the Bolts get a power play. And it's pretty bad when the play-by-play announcer immediately knows why the whistle's being blown, because he can see it, 6 players on the ice. And he says, yeah, Knapp tells me that this is too many men, and it was a good eye on his part. So, Stamkos has a blast that's held. It's a good penalty kill for the Panthers. They do kill it off. They allow one shot. Paul then has a net drive that's turned aside. His next chance was saved. Hedman then had an opportunity. That was blocked. Foote has a blast that's saved, as now Tampa's looking to steal it, right? They're already up 1-0. Why not get greedy and try to make it 2? So, ref sucks again. Reinhart fires one high. Palat's denied. Great glove save there. 3:23 left. The Panthers get a power play. Giroux has a shot deflect wide. Barkov's denied, and then they cycle. So this is where fans get restless again. That power play's killed off. 2 shots on that power play. So again, the power play for the Florida Panthers is now 0 for 25 in this year's playoffs. I do wonder, this is one of those times where if a team had a chance to just turn down a power play, like you can turn down a penalty in football, is Florida there? Because they seem to be better 5-on-5 than when they're 5-on-4. Anyways, with a little over 3 seconds left, I think it was 3.8 seconds left. So at 19:56, Colton wins the game. He scores from Kucherov and Palat, which leads to a discussion of, is it worse to lose a game like this, or is it worse to lose it in overtime? Immediately Millen says it's worse to lose it this way. It looked like a harmless play. It didn't look like anything was going to happen. Colton blasted one wide on a feed from behind the net from Kucherov. Fantastic pass from Kucherov, who does it again. And right there, wow. Colton just wired it, and no chance for Bobrovsky on that. The Panthers had no one covering Ross Colton. They were already flying out of the zone. So maybe this is a sign that that transition game where Florida's always spring-loaded and they're always ready to charge up the ice, maybe it's hurting them. Tampa Bay is not giving them those transition opportunities, certainly haven't through the first 2 games. So Tampa Bay leads this series 2-0. They win 2-1. Your 3 stars are Colton, Vasilevsky, and Bobrovsky. No argument with any of those. Your shots, 10-6 Florida in the first. Although, I will say, Stamkos with all those bruises all over, might have deserved first star for all the shot blocking. Shots in the second were 16-12 for Florida, and in the third they were 9 shots each. Final shots 35-27 for Florida. Power plays, Tampa Bay 1 for 3, Florida 0 for 4. So Florida had 4 power plays, didn't get anything going. Tampa only needed 3 and got 1 goal out of theirs, and that was on their first power play of the night. The hits, 52-35 in favor of Florida, so they don't maintain that 25 hits every 9.5 minutes. But it was a pretty hard-hitting game. Vasilevsky saves 34 out of 35. Bobrovsky saves 25 out of 27. And again, for Florida, they have to win at least 1 in Tampa. They kind of need to win both. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.